What's up, everybody? It's Keefy from Ghost Code Magazine, ghostcodemag.com, and I'm here with John from Lullwater.
How's it going, guys?
It's going awesome. How are you doing, man?
Good. I'm good. Well, a little cold, but it's been like that all month.
There it is. Welcome back. Welcome to Brooklyn. I don't know if you've been to Brooklyn particularly before. You've been to New York before.
We've been in New York. Yeah, we played New York several times.
Happy to have you. You guys just killed it on stage here at Saint Vitus on this awesome tour with Blacktop Mojo and Otherwise, Kirra. We've been talking to all the other bands today, and it's awesome to finally get to chat with you. You've been busy getting ready for your show and killing it. The crowd seemed really into it. Love the new stuff off the new record, Voodoo, and just super hyped to talk.
Cool, man. Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been crazy. We were in Jersey for a couple days off, and then kind of get refreshed and went through Manhattan in a Sprinter and trailer. So that was our day. Leading up.
Traffic, probably a lot of horns blaring. What'd you do? Did anything fun in Jersey?
I slept, and I needed it. It was like the craziest thing I could have done, and the best thing I could have done was sleep 12 hours. So
Nice.
I know it's exciting, but
You know what though? Self-care matters as much as you want to be rock and roll rock and you want to party, and these shows are exhausting, and touring and playing your best show and everything, the whole life, musician life is hard, and self-care is, you got to get it when you can.
that's the truth, man. We try to get, if we have a day off, which is rare, we try to just chill, everybody, and gain your 12 hours of sleep and do it all over again.
This tour is nuts. It's like almost no days off.
It has been, and we've been doing radio too. So it's been like our days off, we have radio, and then we drive 10 hours or 8 hours, and we have driving days. So it's nice. We're happy to have the days off when we can get them.
Well, it's fortunate. Not every band has some catchy ass shit like you guys that can actually get to do radio. Or you guys just kind of doing interviews? You get to play a little in studio or anything like that?
We've been doing it in studio. They're playing Dark Divided on Media Base and Foundation Charts, and so yeah, it's been in studio stuff, interviews, all that good, that jazz. It's been great.
I'm pretty sure I heard Dark Divided on Sirius, maybe Octane. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the sheet, but I think
I think they're playing it, which is it's great for you guys.
Cool. Yeah, we're
Super
excited to be out here.
Yeah, man, you guys have been at this for a while. Voodoo is killer. I've been playing it a bunch. Played it a bunch this year earlier when it came out, and I'm getting ready to chat with you. I've been revisiting it, and it holds up, man. It's a very fresh record. Obviously, you guys worked really hard on it. What I like to sort of ask you is, in the run up to that record or writing that record, what did you sort of incorporate from things you learned in the past records and past EPs and past singles? Like, what did you take with you to make this new record?
Well, I think since Voodoo has this is our first record with Daniel Benny, and he adds a lot to the sound of the new record, and I think we stepped our game up as far as production goes, and the value of that. We have Jacob Herman from Sweden and Justin Davis from Seattle, and those guys, kind of dynamic duo, got us to a different level and a higher level than we've ever really been at. So we got pushed, we got really pushed. So I think that's what it shows in that record for sure.
Badass. You get pushed a little out of your comfort zone, and then you get the best out of you.
For sure. Oh yeah, it wasn't easy, but
And,
we love those guys.
Just curious, do you guys do a lot of pre-pro or demo work, or you just kind of write and then go in and knock it out?
We do pre-pro, especially on Voodoo. We did a lot of writing prior to the record and did pre-pro, and then we sent the pre-pro to Jacob, and he was like, no, we're not doing any of that. No, I'm just teasing. But we did do pre-pro and sent it to him, and that was kind of the foundation for the music and the songs, and we just kind of got in the studio, and how it normally does when you get in the studio, it'll shift and change and mold into something what becomes the final cut.
Now, I know this is hard because you have a brand new record basically, and people are just discovering the band or have been fans, and now they're hearing this new music. But do you find often, as I used to find when I played, that as you play the songs live all the time, they slightly change from the record? And do you find yourself either correcting or, oh, I like that even better, I'm going to keep it, we have a new live style for this particular track, or a phrase or a part?
It does. Like when you play the song a certain amount of times, you kind of get into your, like when you record the song and then you start playing it live, you kind of stick with the record, but as time goes, you'll add, or like you said, you'll take away or add a little bit more that's going to be different from the record, which is great about watching a band live. You get to see different elements of what they bring to a song other than the record.
Rad. And then obviously, aside from your occasional 12 hours of sleep, that's few and far between, obviously you keep up, play music, you sing. Do you do anything else to sort of stay in fighting shape?
Not really, man. I just try to sleep as much as I possibly can. I have like the Flonase and allergy medicine, and that's, that's not. I need to start running and working out a lot more, but I feel like, doing 30 minutes to 45 minutes, something like that, of singing cardio kind of keeps me moving along. So,
You guys rock pretty hard on stage, so I'm sure you're sweating up there a little bit, for sure.
oh yeah, yeah, it's my gym membership.
Rad. So this tour is going on for a bit more, another 3 weeks, I think. And then, do you have anything planned or booked that you can talk about for either the end of the year or early 2020? It's crazy. 2020 is
I
around the
know.
corner, man.
Good grief. As of now, man, I think our management team and all those guys are going to be pushing for end of January, early February to go back out on the road to still tour Voodoo. But we have an acoustic record that's on ice, so it's not released yet, and we're going to have that probably coming out next year.
Wow, awesome. Is that like, can you talk about it? Is it originals?
Yeah,
Covers?
yeah, it's all original. There's only one new song, so it's we took songs from all three records, and then put an acoustic spin on it. So it's like I guess an acoustic collective of self-titled Revival and Voodoo, and then added another song in there too. So put some strings and keys, and it's a lot more delicate.
Awesome. Well, I think being able to play unplugged or acoustic it's not a novelty anymore, and I think it definitely will show off your songwriting. And it's surely you can't hide behind distortion or headbanging or loud drums when you're in chill mode. But I think it's interesting bands are going that way, and I'm excited to hear this record. You see me.
Thanks, man.
I hope it comes out soon.
I hope it does too, man. We've had it for a year. We're just like, let's put it out, but you gotta wait and do the thing.
I don't know if you're a fan at all. Are you familiar with Rodrigo y Gabriela, the flamenco guitarist?
The sister brother,
Yeah.
or they were married, or I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Dude, it's amazing. Yeah, that kind of style is just. I was actually, when I was getting tattoo work done, my tattoo artist was playing that, and it's just like that's a whole nother level of awesome.
No, I know. I'm not comparing, but I just was curious if you were familiar with them.
Yeah,
they just put out a new single that's like they have a little 3-song EP coming out for Record Store Day in a few weeks, and they did a cover of Battery by Metallica. So it's all like the most extreme thrash songs, like Slayer, Megadeth, and the Metallica's Battery, and it's dope. Go listen to it. It's on Spotify.
I will.
And YouTube, etc. Wherever you listen to music. And yeah, man, I'm super stoked. I'd love to hear that from you, because I think it's a thing a lot of bands don't do, and they should. I guess it's vulnerable and nerve wracking a little bit to say, I'm going to change things up and take a different approach, but I think it also, like I said, it shows off the band, so it's exciting.
It is nerve wracking. I think because what started the whole thing is we did 5 shows with Candlebox acoustic, and they Kevin Martin was like, "Hey, you guys want to come out and do acoustic?" So we did the whole band acoustic, and then got a really good response from people. So we said, "Oh, let's do an acoustic thing," and then it turned into this 8-song record. But yeah, it definitely it puts you on your game. Like you said, you can bang around with the distorted guitars, but when you're in front of however many people playing acoustic, it's very delicate, and you have to pay attention a lot more than you do with electric.
Indeed. Candlebox is still awesome. I interviewed Kevin a couple months ago, and he actually mentioned that he was on toured with you guys. It was around that time.
We love those guys, man.
So good, and that last record by them is great. And I believe they're working on a new record in 2020. So please keep going, Candlebox. We need you. And amazing stuff there. For our last question, as we wind this down, I want to give you back your time to hang now. It's post show, and go see some more awesomeness from Otherwise and Blacktop Mojo. Since it's the end of the year, any 2019 music on your stay list sticking around with you? Any new records? Like, since you have a new record, are there any newer records out that you're playing a lot or listening to in the band?
I really haven't. I'm kind of the weirdo in the van when I drive. Like, I don't really listen to music while I drive. It's kind of like my shower time.
Okay.
It sounds weird, but like everyone else listens to music when they drive. But when I drive, I'm just like in my own head. That's kind of like my 4-hour center, whatever I have to do kind of thing. But I don't know, man. I've been really getting into kind of going back to 90s music and doing kind of like B-side stuff. Trying to listen, like I can't remember the name of the record, but I was listening to Mudhoney the other day on Spotify, and I was like, I'd never heard that side of of that record and that band before. So I guess Mudhoney is kind of what I've done. What's new? What's something cool that you've been like listening to that I can now listen because I haven't been.
Well, you're
listening
already
to
on
music.
tour with Otherwise and Blacktop Mojo and Kirra.
Oh, and those records
Kirra
are
has
awesome.
a new single, and those two guys have records.
Oh yeah.
I really, I'm into all kinds of stuff, heavy, not heavy. But the record that I keep returning to, that's brand new in this year, beside Tool, of course, is Chelsea Wolf.
Okay.
Chelsea Wolf from Northern California. Incredible record, and go look her up. She's amazing. It's unlike anything else that's out there. It's kind of it's chill, but it's very dark.
Okay.
And there's a lot of beautiful guitar work and sort of ambient stuff also, or ambient if you have a different pronunciation than I do. That's terrible, from New York City. And yeah, man.
So Chelsea
Wolf.
All right.
And you would enjoy it. I think your bandmates would enjoy it as well.
Right on.
All right, man. John from Lullwater, super stoked. Thank you so much for hanging out with Ghost Cult. If you like interviews like this one with me and John, like and subscribe to our channel. I am Keefy from Ghost Cult Magazine, ghostcultmag.com, and we are out.